Hi everyone, welcome to another ByeMould DVD. This time we're looking at the Inventor 30L compressor dehumidifier. So it's actually a beautiful looking machine, and we'll actually start at the bottom. It's actually a fairly heavy machine. This is the handle here, which you can just pull up and then just lift it up. Oh, it's actually fairly heavy. So it might be too heavy for elderly people or infirm people. But what Inventor have done, if you're able to see on the bottom here, they've put swivel caster wheels on it, which makes moving the unit very easy. So then we move up to the water bucket, which is fairly large. The handles are here on the side, so you can just pull it out. We still have the tape on there, but the water tank features a plastic window with a red indicator, and as the water level rises, the indicator rises, and then when the water level is fairly high, you can just empty the water bucket before the dehumidifier stops operating. This is basically a safety feature that once the water tank is full, the dehumidifier stops operation, just to avoid spillage and associated accidents. So it's actually a beautiful looking machine, and there's actually a handy feature on the back. I'll just turn it around. So this is the rear of the unit, and the handy feature is this, which is just like a lead holder. So you just basically scrunch up the lead when you finish with it, put a lead in there, and then you can just tie it up like this. It's easier with two hands. So just moving up a small bit, this is your hose outlet for your continuous drainage. This actually bypasses the water tank, so it makes it easy for use on boats and in sheds and in places like that. And then this is your filter here, which you just take off there, and it just maybe needs a hoover, maybe once a month or once every 2 months. All depending how often you use the dehumidifier. This is the top. It looks nice with a digital display panel. So I'll just press on power, and it automatically works very well. 66. Now I'll just leave it off because of the noise. This is your Ionizer. And the Ionizer is handy for people with breathing difficulties, because basically what happens is, in the air there's positive ions and negative ions, but if there's an excess amount of positive ions, it might cause breathing difficulty. So the Ionizer button on. The Ionizer button releases more negative ions into the air, which attach themselves to positive ions, and the enlarged ion falls down to the floor, ready to be hoovered up. So here next you have your turbo button and your timer button. The timer button is very handy with your turbo button, because your turbo button is actually your laundry mode, which is ideal for drying, washing inside. That way you can just turn on the turbo button, have the timer button on for maybe 4 hours or 5 hours, or whatever you prefer, and then you can go out and go shopping or the pub or anywhere you like. So the timer button here is just half an hour, 1 hour, 2 hours, 2.5, 3, etc. And I'll just turn it off, on now, and turbo, and I'll just leave this off because of the noise. So moving along here, you have your on-off and your settings, your water tank full button. So as I said previously, once the water tank is full, your dehumidifier will stop operations, and if so, this light will will light up, which will indicate that you have to empty your water tank before the dehumidifier will work once more. And then we move along here. These are for your modes. You know, you have your quiet mode and your medium mode and your turbo mode. This is when it's in drying mode. Your constant mode. I'm not sure what SMD is, but I will have that in the blog post which goes with this video, and you'll be able to find that in the link below this video. And then you power on and off button, and your handle, as I showed you before, lifts up and down there. And when you look inside, you can see the blue fan in there, which is nice. So that's it really. That's your Inventor 30-liter compressor dehumidifier. It's a nice machine, and the Inventor range is probably one of the, I don't want to say cheaper range, because that makes it sound like it's a crappy dehumidifier. But what we've seen from the Inventor range so far has been good. And let's say it has a very good price point. I think that's a fairly better way to put it. The price point is very good for a dehumidifier of this quality. And all of the features that come with it. So check out our blog post down below, and if you have any questions, just leave a comment down below as well. Okay, looking forward to talking again soon. Okay.